So, when you first lost your election, what was your reaction to that?
First of all, I'll tell you, I have taken it in a very positive way.
Mm.
And I was ready for losing as well as winning the election because politics is not business, it's a social service.
How were you in your college time? Like, what friends you had, and what impacted you to become a politician later?
College friends, in the sense, at that time, I don't think anyone will predict that you will become a politician.
Why did you want to become a politician?
See, it's basically because I am born in a political family. My mother was a Jilla Parishad member when Jilla Parishad was introduced. And my grandfather was a freedom fighter. He and Jawaharlal Nehru spent time together in jail.
So, according to you, what changes must be brought in our system, our current system?
You are talking about in the political system?
Political system.
So if you are talking in the political system, more educated people should come into it.
If you had to sum up all your life and all your experience, what would be the one advice you would give to someone who wants to come into politics?
First of all, more educated people being invited to the public. So here the only thing is people have to come out and they have to speak.
Yes, guys, this is my first ever podcast with Mr. Prasad Raj Kanchan, an amazing man and a truly humble person who has the understanding of politics unlike any other local politician. So, the main reason to make this podcast was to collect his insights. So, let's begin this podcast. Good evening, sir. Nice to meet you.
Very nice.
It's my pleasure to have a conversation with you. So, let's start this conversation by your childhood. So, how was Prasad Kanchan in his childhood? Where he spent his childhood, and where was he born?
Prasad Kanchan, if you are asking about me, I grown up as a common children where all other children are growing. And I was born in Mission Hospital in Udupi 50 years ago. And I went to, my father's name is B.V. Kanchan, a businessman, and my mother, she is a politician called Sarla Kanchan. And I went to a local school called Gandhi School, where I finished my primary education. Then I finished my SSLC in Kemandu Government School. After that, I did in Milagris, Kalyanpur. After that, I had to shift my base to Mangalore. That's only because we have my grandmother's place in Mangalore. So she was alone staying there. So my parents have asked me to go and join college over there. So I did my graduation in St. Aloysius College. Then later I pursued my MBA in JNR Vidyapith. So this is my educational background. Anything else I can do it for you?
So, how were you in your college time? Like, what friends you had, and what impacted you to become a politician later? Why you want?
College friends, in the sense, at that time, I don't think anyone will predict that you will become a politician because it was friends who are studying together, and we used to, and you know what other students are doing, the similar life what even I had. But one thing I have built my leadership quality during my college time itself. So I can tell you, because there are a lot of incident and examples I can give you during my college days, because I was representing Senate Mangalore University. And then I was a key player in making college president. I was not a college president, but I was a key player in making my friend as a college president. This was my college days, and we used to study also. It is not that, but all together we used to have a very good life as a what each and every children they have during this college time.
Why did you want to become a politician? Like, what motivation drove you to become a politician?
Yeah, after my college, see, it's basically because I am born in a political family. My mother was a Jilla Parishad member when Jilla Parishad was introduced in I think late 80s, and and my grandfather was a freedom fighter, and he and Jawaharlal Nehru spent time together in jail. Then he moved to Mangalore, and he became first corporator of Mangalore city. That time, sorry, it was a municipality during that time, and he was a first municipality member of Mangalore. Then my mother got married and shifted to Udupi. Then all entire life has taken place in Udupi. So my mother also came into politics. So basically, as a family, this is my third generation who are in politics. Maybe the father becomes a doctor, means son also he automatically become a doctor. So my mother was a politician, so I become a politician. Then she contested the MLA in '99, and now she is almost taken a retirement. So party has asked me to get involved in party work in more serious way. And the last election I have contested as a candidate for Udupi in MLA election.
So when you first lost your election, what was your reaction to that? Did you take it as
I'll see. First of all, I'll tell you, I have taken it in a very positive way. Because the Congress party has asked me to take a Congress leadership in Udupi. I was knowing that it's not a easy constituency for any other party. Because if you see the history of Congress in Udupi, so I'm telling you, past 30 years, and Congress candidates have never won. Only in one or two incidents we won the election. But we thought that if younger generation, if person like me, educated and young generation comes, and if we start building up a party, and there is always a good future for the party. And I was ready for losing as well as winning the election, because politics is not business; it's a social service. Election is you are just contesting and you are taking a public vote. So basically, you have to be a public servant, you have to be a social worker, what I can tell you. So last time public has not supported me, so that I could win the election. But I am hopeful that next time definitely public will support me. The kind of public what they're coming to me, what I'm reaching to the public. Because for me, when they announced to contest the election, there was only 40 days to the election. So by that time, my party, everything was, we were not in power also. So the root level workers were not active. So now we are building a party from the root level. So I think next year definitely it is going to be our election.
So if you win this election, coming election, what you will do for Udupi? Like what vision you have for Udupi?
See, Udupi being a temple town and highly educated literacy rate in India, and we are, if you see Udupi public's history and the achievement, we are there in each and every field in the world. That you have to, you go to US, you are a best scientist what you have from Udupi, the NASA I am talking about. You go to any other part of the world, the best person, the performer, or a brilliant people who are there in Udupi. That is because of our culture. So, so what happened? We initially we were not having a good opportunity to grow. For a livelihood, the educated people started shifting from Udupi to other place. They had developed other place rather than developing Udupi. So then when I have grown, and when I saw that this is the biggest mistake what we have made. See, our people are so educated, and they are well versed with the development work. So we thought that we have to give a initiative. The public, like the persons like me who are educated, who are having good background, who are having social exposure, who are having business exposure, who are having exposure in all other, we should get into politics so that we can improve our place to the next level. And our vision, I can tell you, we can do immense work at Udupi, at this place, because coastal Karnataka, it is around 360 kilometers, 320 kilometers. Sorry, if you see the Kasargod belt to Karwar, what we have. If you compare any other place across the world, the place which connects to the sea, to the water, would develop in a faster way than any other place. This we have to keep it in mind. You take New York, you take any developed country, Singapore, you take any other developed country, the place which is connecting to the sea, it exists. That develops much faster, faster way than any other place. So we have that potential in our place. For 350, 320 kilometers I'm talking about. So it's quite large area. This area can be developed as one of the biggest exporters for these Asian countries as well as to the world. So this is what we have. For that, educated, exposure, and the leadership is required. So this is what is my vision for my place.
According to current scenario, how do you see youth, women, and old age people? Like what we can do to uplift them? What facilities? Like many other things also.
See, I'll tell you this part. If you're talking about only Karnataka and coastal Karnataka, here the people have already come up, if I ask you. And if you see that, only 13-40% of the people are there who live in daily hood or something, I can tell you. Otherwise, people are having a very good education. They know how to build up their career and everything because of our ancestral exposure. So here the only thing is people have to come out and they have to speak. So people have to come out and they have to speak. They have to talk about development. They have to be given a good exposure. This is what I wanted to tell you. So if any person, for an example, the small boy, 15 years, 16 years, 18 years, this boy is getting a social exposure in a more developed manner, definitely he'll become a leader for our place. So this is what I wanted to tell you.
So, according to you, what changes must be brought in our system, our current system?
You are talking about in the political system.
Political system.
So if you are talking in the political system, more educated people should come into getting
Okay.
to system. And our system, basically our system is very, very strong. It is not that, see, we follow our constitution as a constitutionally we are running our country. Only thing is people should follow the constitution and the people shouldn't take all the rights as they wish. People should respect others. So to people to respect others, we need to get system in our place. We have to get system in our place. For I'll give you a small example. You walk from this Brahmar, from this place to a city, and if you see across by the side of your road, you see how much garbage is there. This government cannot do anything. People themselves have to do. Government can say that, okay, this is how we want to maintain. If people are not following it up, it is not the government problem. It's a problem. It's a problem of the public.
Yes.
So the problem, and they have to be given a good exposure towards hygiene activity. I'm giving you a small example.
Yes.
Like this, there are so many other things in our country. There are so many. If the people are not aware, awareness is not there, then it is going to be a problem. So awareness is must. Awareness is must. Providing awareness to the public regarding developmental work, regarding hygiene, regarding rules and regulation. If these things are followed, and everything will get into systematically well.
And at last, if you had to sum up all your life and all your experience, what would be the one advice you'd give to someone who wants to come into politics?
See, this is first of all, more educated people we invite to the public, and invite to politics. And if you and I'll tell you, more youngsters should come into politics, because if you see our country right now, we are 145 crores population of a country. If you take 65% of 145 crores population, it's nearly 100 crores population. They are at the age between 24 to 30 years. 24 years. At an average age, I can tell you around 26 years. So these people, if they get into the politics, and if they start getting to the leadership position at the administration levels, then the general public's mentality and the leader mentality will get tally.
Yeah.
And the development will take place faster than what. Now what is happening? Our politicians are 60 years plus.
Yes.
Now if you see our present central government also, their cabinet is 65 years plus, 60 years plus. Only about 60 years people are there in the cabinet. So this is where the gap is. So what young guy is thinking in my country, what is really happening at the management level is entirely different. So we have to bridge this gap. To bridge this gap, we all youngsters should get into politics.
Why do you think like youngsters don't want to come into politics? There is a huge amount of people who
So it is again awareness. What they see in the TV, what they see in other places, not like that.
Yeah.
They have to come up in there. They want to come as a leader. If they want to develop as a leader, you have to come at the right appropriate time. Then once you become a leader, then definitely that you have to make it's just awareness. People should read more of this thing about national, international activities, and then definitely these people will get into this. And we have to encourage youngsters to get into politics. And as a politician, I am talking, even I have to encourage all my youths, NSUI people to get into politics. We should start giving them a responsibility. We should try making them a corporators. We should try making them municipality members. We should try making them panchayat members. So based out of this, if a person at 20 years, if he become a panchayat member, definitely when he's at 30 years, he'll become an MLA. Maybe everyone will not get a chance, but we can try at least one or two in a district. So that makes a lot of difference.
It was nice meeting with you, sir. It was my pleasure to speak with you. Thank you, sir.